Onivia, League of Legends highlights.
Blitzcrank just uses this skin.
Yeah, that's why I'm wondering, like, is there some reason why that skin might be better than some other skin?
I don't think it's like the Blitzcrank situation.
Oh boy, here we go.
All right. Rocking a hard place. It's where Dudu is, and there's the gold card. First blood goes over to Canna. As Faker easily tanks up the turret. He'll take himself a plate.
Yeah, very nice game, very straightforward. The jungler of Hanwha Life is down here towards the bottom side. They're going to trade the initial Ocean Drake here off the map for that.
Faker now not too far behind as far as EXP as well, as they're going back top lane. Faker doesn't care about that minion wave whatsoever. As the Obliterate comes in, I believe he did have Death Realm, and Canna's in there at the moment, but they just waited out. And the Mordekaiser's dead. And they get 2 summoner spells out of the Callista. Definitely good news is this is just getting cruel.
Death Realm not up right now.
Yeah, Dudu just not having a good time. Just gets stunned and destroyed all too easily. And Cuz will take down Shelly in the meantime.
Hook into, you know, the Gravitum, into multiple CCs to make that work. And even then, it's kind of risky. Same time, you're kind of leaving your Mordekaiser out to dry after he also already...
And Cad's going to come down and see what he can do.
Yeah. Hanwha Life have this, you know, the early game has not been treating them very well because of the overall oppression of the Twisted Fate and the lack of response from Hanwha Life. But they did get that first Ocean Drake, so if they can rush this down and try to get out of there without losing too much, and they can extend into potentially getting a soul, maybe then they might be able to come back in this one.
And we'll see whether that just means that they're trying to make sure Teddy can get as much farm as safely as possible until his flash comes back up again, or what that is. But I have a feeling that T1 aren't going to be giving away another Drake without a fight. As Death Room comes down, Canna actually not surviving too well outside of that. But now, in comes Cad. There's the bad news for Canna. Easily, Cad just walks on over.
Aggressive. You have to know that Trundle's coming or Syndra's coming, so I think you should save your hook shot. And then Dudu pushes out for some reason. I don't know. He's obsessed with pushing the lane, and he is going to give another kill over after, oh, well, I guess, get the dragons for my team. And they kind of let a lot of other things fall by the wayside as T1 has been controlling the map for the most part outside of this dragon pit. But as you mentioned, they're not going to let this one go down without a fight.
Yeah, remember this is a split push comp. That's why you see Faker here on the bottom side, just destroying turrets while the rest of the team is milling about. And if Hanwha Life don't make quick decisions, they need to be decisive in this game. Otherwise, things will just slowly fall away from them. This is going to be a 50-50 though, as there's the Destiny. In goes Curry. We'll see who steals it, and it is going to be Cuz. As Curry goes in, 4-man knock-up, and Teddy doing so much damage. Curry is going to fall down, but the Mordekaiser is already dead. Canna secures that. What works, like you were saying, against the Aphelios. I think it's genius to, instead of saying, well, I guess we'll ban this, and that's going to be our strategy, instead, unfortunately didn't have that, as Destiny has been popped. Looks like T1 still want to deny Soul Point. Canna here towards the bottom side. And there's the Destiny. Faker gets down south of the Dragon, while Cuz starting to do a bit of damage here, as we'll see whether Cuz can get another steal. There's the Fate's Call as Miru flashes onto Cuz and takes him down. But the Drake is going to reset as Hanwha Life lose 2 in the process.
Pretty wonky there. I think that was...
I think it's actually a brilliant idea for Canada to get up there, because as soon as they use the teleport, these cowboy boots, man, they're pretty good.
For sure. He's just having fun with the Syndra in the side lane, far ahead in this one, and they will never, again, fight Hanwha Life in a straight-up fight. That is just never going to be on their agenda. Faker is little
forced to play to the beat of T1's drum, as Faker is put in the death realm for a little while. Exhaust comes through, as Faker does have flash if he'd like it. Going to use his Zhonya's first, and Death's Grasp not going to be quite enough. As he's got Destiny, Teddy comes in. They want to take down Miru first. Very smart, actually. And then Faker jumps in on top of the Mordekaiser and finishes off the solo kill.
Yeah. TF is not really fast. He's going to avoid all your skill shots, and it's not going to be easy. He's going to buy a lot of time for his team to get over to the split push lane and to help him out. And Faker did a great job of surviving for that amount of time. Hanwha Life kind of grasping at straws with that pick.
All right, well, Viper's actually able to get a fair bit of work done here as the sentry turret also onto Curry doing a ton of damage as Viper with exactly the right weapons to take down robots does so. You remember, Twisted Fate, his Destiny Gate used to be his E. You know, it was on like a 20-second cooldown. You could just bounce around the map.
Seems fair.
Yeah, super balanced as Dudu's getting solid underneath his turret here by Canna. And he's going to be able to lock that one down successfully. Somehow, Aphelios stole the Mountain Drake.
Okay.
Not sure how that happened, but...
Aphelios versus the world.
Yeah, I think that might be the case. As the split push is on, though, guys. And this is what happens. You just lose everything because T1 not really interested in team fighting.
Yeah, it's like nice Mountain Drake. That's not Mountain Soul. Even if it was, I don't even know your buildings, right? So it's like, or your minions, right? That would take away a little bit of power from the split push comp. And
Only having bad decisions to make. As Dudu's just going to get murdered underneath Nexus turrets. What the heck, Canna?
oh man, I actually feel bad for him.
Oh my goodness.
0 and 8 now has been achieved, I suppose, as Canna is not being very nice to the rookie player here from Hanwha Life. Puts him in his own death chamber, and they get the Baron as well.
By their losses in the spring season. Remember, it was actually a week of not exactly the best, as Miru...
Bullying is not okay, okay?
I think I've seen this like montage video of, look at this broken build
He
on
even
YouTube,
emoted
you know?
him.
Well, Faker's going to get Moonlight Vigiled. Cuz wishes he had a little bit of extra range. Viper says, I don't need any extra range. My range is unlimited. As we'll see whether the god of the bottom lane is going to be enough to save Hanwha Life. But honestly, the game is being won entirely around the location of the Aphelios. And he's being made redundant, honestly. As, oh, he's trying to go for it. That was actually very cute.
I think if you...
on Hanwha Life. About a year ago? Year or two ago, something like that. And we're just going to see the Trundle die very, very quickly. Canna's found his way into the backline. Viper is still alive, but I don't think there's enough years ever anywhere that's going to save them. As Faker makes sure that Miru is not able to get any work done with the ultimate. No one's dead on the side of T1, and they kill turrets extraordinarily quickly. Lehens goes into his stopwatch, but he'll be taken down. Miru also... that was incidental damage, I guess, as Viper Captain Jack cleanse. But honestly, it just does not matter what this Aphelios does because the Nexus has been destroyed. T1 with an absolute...
saying, okay, I'll just full-on protect you. It's
that is Jax locked in.
Yeah, Jax is going to be locked in. This is something that...
Airy is all he's going to get for his trouble. It's Teddy Arcane shifting pretty aggressively there. And Dudu might just be solo killed, as the Empower should be coming back up. Flash still available here from Canna, but Leap Strike is there, and that's first blood. Solo kill, and he got his Flash. Yeah. And he pinged it to his team. As yet again, Leap Strike just being used off cooldown as another decoy comes forward. Cad going to come on in this time, though, and it's going to mean that Canna is not going to be so lucky. Okay, that's pretty impressive, as Dudu just turns around and smashes him in.
He's going to get to work on that once again, because... doesn't seem to mind it, as he'll get his own Infernal Drake down on the bottom side, as Curry is still in the mid lane. Now he's Faker's support.
Yeah, I guess so. Doesn't seem to matter at this point.
Yeah, he's a kick bot at this point in the game. And, I mean, that is, I suppose, one of the positive things about Lee Sin's kit is that you can disengage effectively. Again, someone
he's
who's
also
running at
level
you.
7, remember, as the Dredge Line lands onto the Tahm Kench, though. True Shot Barrage finds Cad. Good exhaust down as well as Lehens. Just gets smacked by Kuz easily. Takes him down as now Viper's getting soloed out by Teddy. Arcane shifting and flashing forward, but actually missing that last Mystic Shot as now Miro, he's dead. And Kuz may have heard us on this broadcast as he might just look for a Q into this brush. Not going to be able to find it as the Tempest isn't enough. He will do well. I think there are a few Ezreals that we trust. I think Def's Ezreal used to be fantastic. It's not as amazing as it used to be, but let's hold the thought for now. As Tahm Kench, I think we've got, you want some sushi? Some catfish sushi there towards the bottom side of the map, and Viper is handed that on a silver platter. The service at this restaurant is absolutely amazing. But in the meantime, the Jax is doing work. The teleport is going to be an advantage of T1 when it comes back up. as far as top lane is concerned. And it's just the one kill in trade for a turret. Was close to getting a bunch of plates as well. Missed out on the last couple, I believe, but also did get a fair bit of extra money and was able to close that gap as far as the CS. So I think still a trade up for T1.
Yeah. It's like a nice set play. You know, I think Hanwha Life with some new members, they're still trying to get their feet underneath them and stretch, and that's maybe...
Fantastic Four is another example of that.
Yeah, what about the isn't it the woman from The Incredibles, right?
Yeah. Elastigirl.
Yeah. There you go.
Yep.
You got all our references in. Filler in the way.
Well, that's what happens if you train that foot a lot.
Okay.
You get through anything. Brick walls, things like that.
We have another windowed mode player. We already knew that about Cuz.
Yep, good devour.
You know, the Tom Kench is interesting against the Varus Ashe combo.
Good kickback there. It's under the hands though. Is Cad gonna try and do some work? Good Cyclone as Cuz is gonna go down first. The Eladios is going to be reaping the rewards, and now more sushi. Viper must have been very, very hungry as there's the stopwatch from Lehens. He's styling on them here in the mid lane.
Versus Ezreal matchup, and essentially handed over the champion once again and saying, I dare you to do that and actually win against us. They're going to be able to secure this Mountain Drake at least.
I think he should get it though. Jackson.
Yeah, it doesn't.
Ardent Sensor
feel
is
bad.
super good.
Ardent Sensor, LS was talking about this on his own stream about how it's just a huge bundle of stats, not to mention all of the buffing that you do.
Yep. Devour comes in. Depth charge is going to mainly hit onto Curry. Cuz is going to be in position, but it looks like the Catfish is well and truly dead. Yeah, he is. And T1 not actually opting in because they've got Canna on the bottom side. And now Hanwha Life are thinking about a Baron. Abyssal Voyage is there, so in 20 seconds, Curry can be pretty close.
I mean, Canna's got TP. You already have Cad, who's below half health, with an Ezreal that's going to poke. Lee Sin.
Yeah, Cuz can just go for a 50-50 here. They may as well do it, as Hanwha Life probably will look for a turn as Teddy finds Lehens. Canna gets in there, as it is going to be Baron taken by Hanwha Life, but they need someone to actually have the buff. As now Dudu, no mana whatsoever. There are no turrets in the top lane, so T1 can chase forever. As Cad is actually going to look to meet his teammate. That might actually cause his demise.
Yeah, he's dead.
Oh dear, Cuz easily going to be able to get this one. I have no idea why he flashed.
Okay.
That was very strange, but Cad's now actually going to escape. Teddy was doing the right thing and taking down turrets. Standing objectives on the map in these turrets. This is the last remaining inner that they can even go for. And Teddy should be able to take that one down. Oh my god, the combo! But the ulti comes in. Devour is brilliant. Curry! Really good to see this guy playing so well in his debut match. True Shot Barrage comes down. That's going to be the end of the Trundle. This is, ladies and gentlemen, why you picked the Ezreal. As Teddy's still alive. Lehens, almost the start with that Mystic Shot as Viper looking for it to show the Eladios. As there's the Arcane Shift. Flash away there as the Gravitum. Pretty difficult to deal with that one, because what the heck was that? As now Dudu dives on top of the Dragon Rage kick is going to be there. Canna not going to be able to get enough CC out of that counter strike as Grandmaster's Might, I believe, was ticking, and it still is, but the turret is going to mitigate that one. And in the end, I think Dudu might get the last laugh as the double Cyclones will get the Catfish and maybe this Muay Thai boxer. As he's trying to run away, there it is. Nimbus Strike after. Dudu was able to fully clean up. And after the dust settles, we'll have to see exactly what that means as T1 are setting up for yet another fight. So we're not going to be able to see what it means as far as the items. Because it looks like we're straight back into another battle. But that's what we want. This is the LCK. It's not known for super fast, super fun action. And at 24 minutes, we have 22 kills. So this is definitely shaping up better than especially some of our games in our first.
Yeah. T1 drafts fun comps against teams that they know they're better against, and they play them and they actually have fun with them.
Oh, that's a dredge line. Good Arcane Shift, and Curry's going to get the Devour as well. Cad should be going down, but in goes Dudu into the back line. Grandmaster's Might not enough to do anything there as Miru gets the ulti onto only Faker, but it doesn't seem to matter because Aphelios is still alive. And Cuz is randomly at a quarter health on the bottom side of the screen. That is going to be Dragon Soul Point as T1 gets slaughtered in that team fight.
Yeah, we begin to see bit by bit why Wukong especially is a very high tier pick nowadays. The amount of CC he offers in a team fight on top of just straight up damage and his abilities to Ezreal with 4 items. You're not you're not running at him anymore. It's not happening. I don't care if you subjugate him or whatever. It's not going to work.
I'm not sure what a Hanwha Life are actually looking for here. It was like they were trying to trade the Mountain Drake. Remember, they have a lot more flexibility in this moment. T1 have to stop them from getting it. Whereas Hanwha Life, they can feel free to take this turret first and even give up the Drake, because one Mountain as T1's second dragon is really not a big deal. As Hanwha Life are just going to move straight towards the base. And the dragon does go down. But now they're going to lose an inhibitor turret for it. As Lehens moves on over, flashes forward just to stop the backs. The kickback does come in. Are they just going to win the game? Teddy gets back to base. Canna's there as well. As now Dudu underneath his turret gets the Cyclone. Knock up onto Teddy. Dudu taking a lot of damage, but the second Nexus turret, it's going down so incredibly quickly, and Viper should just be able to eat through it. Oh my god, we're going to 6 games. Hanwha Life. Kale. Canna's going to have a taste of his own medicine by the looks of things, unless Cuz is going to be playing jungle on like a savant.
Whoa.
But are you actually
If they have an aggressive jungler, they can actually make plays happen and get aggressive. But because Cuz has just totally made this Graves obsolete in even farming his own jungle, let alone, you know, attacking lanes, it's just been all push and aggression down on the bottom side. Like, the arrow comes in and they're like, well, what?
Fresh comeback.
What do you mean?
Whoa. All right, Faker's going to get knocked up. The Ignite down very prematurely there as Cad trying to get in range. The taunt was beautiful, and that's collateral damage right there. If ever I've seen it.
But Hanwha Life followed up on Faker losing his own flash as Galio can lock you down for so long.
Yep. Well, there's the Devour doing some work there as the quickness comes in. Teleport does come out as Battle Dance used by Effort, but he's still down. Pretty low on health. There's the flash forward. Oh, the taunt, max range, but the Showstopper should be able to save him. Oh, it barely does. As the arrow does snipe him out, but the Galio is going to get punished. And there's Shelly in the bottom lane as well, because she sensed a party and she wants to join. Dudu down here, but only level 9. Wants level 11 before you really start getting strong. And there we go. Charge gonna happen. Like you say, Dudu's on the top side. He's singing a song to himself, having a good time. He's going to be able to take that one down, but that's going to mean Soul Point goes over to T1. And I think they're very happy to give up a top outer turret in order to secure that. It's Hanwha Life. Wrong way round. Haymaker does some work as Viper's going very aggressive. Dudu versus Teddy, and Teddy just explodes it. Okay, ulti at the ready. He's saving his ulti for the death chamber. Interesting.
Yeah. His own. It's hard sometimes, the split-second decisions and mechanics you gotta pull off, but these are pros, and we should hold them to a high standard.
Indeed.
Gotta make sure.
I mean, pressing an R button.
Quick on that one.
Pressing an R button.
Ocean Soul point is on the line here.
In 1 minute, yeah.
1 minute. Cat is, okay. Just gonna back away.
Oh, we bought boots twice. No, never mind. That's Viper's items. Earlier Blade of the Ruin King for Viper did okay there, but the Infinity Edge coming in is, that's real scary news, as he is ahead by a lot of gold. And it's going to mean that this Ocean Soul fight is very, very scary. Grand Entrance is fantastic. Faces broken everywhere as the Showstopper puts Cat into the backline. He flashes trying to get to safety, and there is a brilliant Devour to make sure he survives. But honestly, I feel like that was the battle that actually lost them the war. Because now positional advantage around this Ocean Drake spawning in 20 seconds is going to entirely belong to T1. Hanwha Life, an opportunity to regroup. But the volleys aren't doing anything. T1 feels like they have Hanwha exactly where they want them. Teddy laying down the feathers. Lehens is at half health. Dudu as well, as Faker is landing a lot of poke. In goes the Grand Entrance. Good zoom there onto Effort. As that's a 3-man taunt from Miru. Gets the ulti out of Dudu as well, but the stopwatches are there. And look, just watch Teddy auto-attacking. Oh. Real scary. Oh. Now we're watching him just get murdered. Taken down by the Kale. I am very sorry for jinxing it, as the low health bars. You can understand exactly why he got baited, as Cuz is going to Hex Flash over. Try and take down Cat. Another Grand Entrance, interrupting the Blast Cone. That's the jungler. His teleport back in now from Miru. he still has his heroic entrance available. Canna is pretty tanky, but I don't know whether he's tanky enough. Great ult into the backline there from Faker. Yep, Cuz looks for the haymaker, but there's the grand entrance. Cuz gets the face breaker in there. The Inspire shield is gigantic. And T1 are buying so much time. It's 5 seconds and Teddy is back up again. And now Hanwha have to back away. That was the weirdest fight.
That was really strange, actually. Hanwha did have a fantastic engage onto Teddy, honestly, in the river with the Kale ultimate on top of Galio, who threw himself in there and taunted.
Why is this happening?
But to extend it that far with the Galio TP, I think you guys should have at least tried. But as you did mention, Teddy was coming up in 5 seconds.
Well, there's a grand entrance. That's a dead Lens. Face broken. And now the turret is going to suffer the same fate. Meanwhile, picture-in-picture, you may have noticed that Viper and Teddy traded ultimates. And T1 now have Ocean Soul. So maybe it's just game over.
Yes.
As in goes Cuz. Okay, is he going to stop the show? Are we ever? No, we're not. No show. No from the ornament.
So you consider the game state right now we're at, okay, never mind.
I think Viper's just going to be dead. Quickness comes down. Viper pops like a balloon. Lehens is going to get visited by a big ram that gets quite upset. Cuz gets exhausted, but he doesn't care. Stops the show.
Okay.
And the Xayah is going to take him down. So maybe no Baron required as Teddy just tanks up this turret in front of a Kale and isn't able to take it down just yet. But as you can see, with the help of Faker, he'll have all of that health back. And Hanwha Life, not sure what they're going to be able to do here. Collateral damage just to try and take down the minion wave, but they've got a bit of health left on this siege minion, and that's all they need to be able to lock this one down. Canna looks for the knock up through the wall. That was actually pretty cute. Doesn't work though, as Cad is just going to have to walk out of there. They're just ignoring Dudu. It's like he's invisible.
Yeah, he's still 2 levels away.
Drake. Valdez, I hazard to say, this game's over.
The game has ended. Close up the shops. Close up the doors. I don't think that Hanwha Life are going to be able to stop this massive push of Elder and Baron. We talked about their late game potential, and Kale is close to 16. But is that enough to hold off this amount of value? I don't believe so.
Oh my god, he called the flash.
Okay.
I don't know whether he meant that, but it was cool.
I think he did.
All right, write down that pog. Write down that pog for me on your sheet.
Yeah,
yep, there you go.
No.
Yeah, perfect.
No,
Nailed it. He's
not this game. I can give my check mark to Teddy already.
Yeah, that's true. I think you can actually feel free to write that down.
Yeah, actually, I will.
Yeah. Although Canna did just give Faker a really cool hat.
Great.
That was it's pretty cool.
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 Doing my best LS impression. Great.
Well, T1 are now going to take a Baron for free. Cuz is going to spend some time stopped for a moment.
Okay.
That won't deter him.
Yeah. No, with Elder for a minute and a half longer. You can see that Hanwha Life's only choice is to send Kale to a solo lane. As we got a little level up sign there next to Kale.
Yeah, it's cool. Pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, that's because that's a good level up. Now she's ascended. Bit too little too late at this point. Elder Drake's still going to be active for another minute. They use the Elder to move into the Baron, and they'll use that to move into both of these side lanes. Inhibitor dead for another 45 seconds or so. And so that will be coming back up just in time for T1 to roll on down and destroy it again.
Yeah. If I had to take a look at this game and somebody asked me, do you want to take the level 16 Kale with her current items or the level 17 Teddy Xayah with his items, who would you choose? I think the answer is pretty obvious. I don't think that the Kale, it doesn't matter how hyper-scaly of a champion she is, I don't know who would be able to stand up to this Xayah right now.
Especially when his R button seems to be disabled.
Yes.
Now, oh no, pressed it.
Okay.
Tower. A little bit wasted there as the Ram looks for the Kale. Isn't able to find her. So just as I say it, at least Dudu does keep himself alive with that ulti, but has to use everything. And now, that inhibitor going down, doors have been opened as Cad, I think he was there, not entirely sure, as the Zhonya's is used by Miro. He'll be eaten a little bit later. That's the double kill. This is going to be the triple. Are we going to be able to get the penta for Teddy? Lehens is going to go golden, buying some time here.
They want to
Teddy
give it to
should
him.
be able to take down
Vajra.
the Tom Kench. Now Viper's just running for the hills. Oh, I think it's the rest of his team, by the way, that's telling him that he needs to get the penta. And Teddy's just like, nah, I don't really mind.
We're going to lock him down. Wait, no, Teddy. Okay, well, they got the kill at least.
That was Viper's fault. 100% Viper's fault. But T1 will find